G'day, welcome back to Dad vs Son, and we're going on with Combat Commander Europe. We are playing Scenario 1, Fat Lipki. So, dun, dun, dun. Let's have a look at what we've got here. So, this one, again, 1941. Lipki, Russia, July 3rd, 1941. As tanks of the 1st Moscow Motor Rifle Division clashed with the 18th Panzer Division's armoured spearhead north of Lipki, infantry elements from both divisions were tasked with securing their respective southern flanks. One such encounter between these flanking forces occurred in a heavily wooded hamlet south of town, where several platoon-sized groups met while trying to secure an important crossroads. So, 41, VP is in the 0 mark, time is 2, sudden death 7, the Allies are line, the Axis is line, the Allies have 3 orders per turn and the Axis has 2. They are both recon, and the initiative card is with the Axis. Objective chits were random and I ended up with R. So number 5 is worth 10, and we'll show you where that is in a moment. Nobody controls any objectives at the moment, and it's supposed to be a simultaneous setup. So let's have a look at the board. So the Russians have to set up at A2, in or adjacent to A2, and O1. So right up there, and the Germans have to set up either here on N10 or G10. So this puts them nice and close to here, that's for sure. And that's the only money objective we have at the moment. Troop-wise, it's fairly tight for everyone. The Germans have Lieutenant von Kastes, Corporal Henry Winkler. So, okay, it's not Henry, but, you know, go the Fonz. 4 rifle squads and 1 LMG, so not all that flash. However, the Russians have got Sergeant Kovalov, Corporal Krylov, 8 rifle squads, 2 heavy MGs and a light MG. But these blokes shoot far further on average than these blokes, and these will help to slow these blokes down, whereas these can get a wriggle on. So speed versus firepower at the moment. Well, speed, range and firepower. Okay, so it's supposed to be a blind setup. Everybody sets up together. That's not going to happen, of course. So I will stop it. I will then set them up and then I will come back. So realistically, I'm not sure if I want to... In fact, I'm going to make a call straight away that the Germans are going to set up here at G10. They know, the same as the Russians know, that this here is their primary objective. Okay? Battalions told the Germans and battalions told the Russians, we need this. Okay, this is an important crossroads area here for supplies coming through. We need it taken and we need it held. Righto. So Germans will surrender on 5 and the Russians will surrender on 7. Okay, Germans will set up here or adjacent. Okay, I will be back. Yeah, okay, sounded like a threat. Sorry. Okie dokie. So I am back. Righto. So the Germans are set up down here, like I said. I see little sense in splitting them over 2 areas at the moment. We know what our primary objective is here, and we have 2 other objectives here. So I've got von Kastes here. He's running along with a rifle squad with a LMG. We have Corporal Winkler here. The plan is to stick him up in here somewhere to hold this one, or at least jump in there, take it, and then move on. This gentleman here can jump up into here, and these ones can come up into 5 and try and hold it if need be, or I can put people up there and then put some other things up and around. Okay, these guys could always sneak up in through here because we have this pathway through here, a track, which is a bit of a pain, and the trail, yeah, it only costs 1 to go through here. So the Russians are set up here. This is their first mob. So this is Sergeant Kovalev with a squad with a medium machine gun and 4 other squads. And this is Corporal Krylov here with 3 squads, a medium machine gun and a light machine gun. So the reason for that is simply that that's all we can do. We have to set up in those hexes and adjacent to them, and that's how it goes. I cannot put more people on the left or the right or anything else. That's it. So the only real option I have is who goes to the left and who goes to the right, and that's not much of an option at the moment, seeing as everybody is basically the same. We've got 2 medium machine guns, so one can go either way, 1 light machine gun, and I can't put any other troops there. So that's it. Special rule 2 is after players draw their opening hands. So let's do that. 5 for the Germans and 5 for the Russians. The Allied player will take the first turn unless the Axis player chooses to pass control of the initiative card to the Allied player, in which case the Allied player will go first instead. Axis player will go first instead. Okay, so this is where I think the Axis player, as much as it's nice to have the initiative, probably wants to get his bum up into here as fast as possible. So he's going to look at his cards first and decide whether he, if he doesn't have anything to move, then there's not much sense in him giving up the initiative. So he's got a move, a rubbish, a fire, a move, and a rubbish. Okay, so he is going to give up the initiative to the Russians, and he is going to go first. So he's going to move as his first order. And he is going to activate Lieutenant von Karstes. So the first thing that's going to happen is this rifleman here is going to go 2, 4. And the Germans now have objective 1. This rifleman here is going to go 2 to there. And now they have objective 3. Von Karstes and this man here can move 4, 5, 6. So they're all going to move together here. And they're going to go a 1 to there. And there is no line of sight for anything. They go a freebie to there, and then they come in here. Like that. Okay, this one has a movement of 4. So he is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. No. He's going to go 2, 4 to there. And that's where they're going to stop at the moment. So Corporal Winkler now has control of these gentlemen. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is we're just going to have a look at what sort of Okay, so there is... Now, fences block line of sight unless the usual. Yep, so there is nothing there. Okay, so we have line of sight up into there. Nothing, 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 and nothing. Okay, so I don't think that they want to do anything else at the moment, so they get one card and they're done. Righto, the Russians. They have a rubbish, a rout, a fire, a move, and a fire. So they don't have much more good stuff than the Germans. Okay, so who do we want to move to start with? Okay, I think what we're going to do is we will move, that's for sure. And we're going to activate Corporal Krylov over here and his people. Okay, so this guy can move a total of 3. So the question is, do I want to bring him down through here and then put fire in to here like this, or through here? Or do I want to bring him down and then sort of bring fire in across from here, sort of thing? Okay, let's make it easy to start with. So he's going to move with Corporal Krylov to start with, and he can move maximum of 3. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3 to there. Corporal Krylov comes down with him. This guy can move 4, so he goes 0, 1, 2, 3 again, like that. And this guy's got 4. He'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 into there like that. No, he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there, like that. And that's all the Russians can do. Okay, so the plan here is to take out Objective 4 and then bring these support troops around and get the Germans in a pincer move at a crossfire. Righto, Germans have got a move, which is handy, a rubbish, a fire, a rubbish, and a dig in, which at the moment is a rubbish. So they're going to get... Do they want to get rid of those, or do they want to consolidate first? And I think they're better off consolidating first. Yeah. Okay, so Corporal Winkler is going to be activated to move, and he's going to activate this rifle here. He can go 4. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. And Corporal Winkler is going to move into here for the time being. Okay, so again, what this bloke's doing is going to come up here and try and cut this off while this bloke stays here and tries to hold here. Again, light machine gun can fire all the way down here as well, and can fire up into this area. So, you know, it's a nice centralized sort of thing. There is nothing else they can do, so they get a 1 card. There we go. Okay, so the Russians have picked up another artillery request. So they've got nothing they can use. They've got 2 fires and this poo. So they're going to get rid of this poo. 3 cards I think they can get rid of. Yes. And 1, 2, 3 for them. And we're back to the Germans, who have picked up a command confusion along with 3 artillery ones they can't use, and a fire, which they can't use. So again, we're going to get rid of 4 cards. It's one of those games that's moving off at a fast pace again. Back to the Russians, who have 2 fires. A command confusion, another fire, and another fire. Okay. Can we actually fire at anyone? And the answer is no, we can't. We have nothing to fire at. So I am going to, I've got to throw fire cards away, which is absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to throw 1 fire card away, and I'm going to throw this command confusion card away, and take 2 cards. And we're back to the Germans, who have 1 fire, a move, a recover, another fire, and another move. So they're getting the good cards. Okay, so they're going to move, and they're going to move this gentleman here, and he is going to go 2, and then he is going to go 4, and he is now helping to block this. Okay, and he also does not have a shot through here because the tree's right here in the intersecting hex. Okay, here he does because he's firing into that hex and into that hex. What else do they want to do? Do we want to move anybody else? So we could move these guys out of here now and bring them over again into this area so they're ready to come back this way or come up this way. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going to move Corporal Winkler and his mob so they can move 5 together, and they will go 0, 1, 2, 3, no, in fact 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put them up here together, and that's it for them. And they get 2 back to the Ruskies with their 3 fires, 4 fires, and a command confusion. Wow. Okay, again, we've got nothing at the moment. We are going to keep the 3 fires, get rid of 2 cards, and we're back to the Germans with 2 fires, a recover, a rout, and a recover. So they're going to get rid of the rout and recover and get 2 cards. Wow. And now we have the Russians with 3 fires, 4 fires, and a move. Okay. 4 fires and a move. Right. Let's make it a little bit more difficult for them. We are going to move. And what we're going to do is we are going to activate Sergeant Kovalev here. And the first to move is going to be this gentleman here. And he is going to go a 1 to there. There is no line of sight. And there is no line of sight. And then he is going to go, ha! 2, 3 to there, and there is no line of sight, and there is no line of sight. And that's as far as he can go, or he can come 1 up more, and he's just going to stay there for the time being. Then, it's going to go up 1, then we're going to bring this one down. He's going to go a 1, 2 with the sergeant. And is there a line of sight up to there? And we see that We can't see. Yes, there is just. Yeah. Okay, so we have line of sight. So the Germans can fire up to here. It's 1, 2, 3. Oh, hang on. No, they can't because this fence here. We're running right along that fence. So scrap that. No, there is no line of sight. So they go 2 to there and then they go 2 to there. And again, there is no line of sight. This guy goes 2, 4. This guy goes 1, or does he? Yep, he goes 1, 2, 3. Now, is there line of sight there? And I would say no, because of, again, fences. So he will go 1, 2, 3. Now, if he goes to there, we have a line of sight up through here. If he goes to there, we have a line of sight. So he's just going to stop there for the time being. Now this guy is going to try and go 1. So he'll go 1 and then stays on 1. Goes 2, he can get shot at. Goes 3, and then he could go up in here. Or he can go 1, 2. He can go 2, 3. And wait up there and try and come around this way. And that's what he's going to do. 2, 3. Like that. Yeah, okay, I'm doing a lot of talking to myself. And this guy's only got a range of 3, so he can't shoot or anything else. So that's it for the Russians. The Germans have a recover, 2 fires, a recover, and a sustained fire. What do they want to do? Okay, so again, let's just do a quick check. Gee, that's close, isn't it? Yes, there is a line of sight from objective 1 up here to C4. So that's good. So he can fire up into there, but this guy cannot because it crosses fences and everything else. And fences and stuff, yeah. Block line of sight. Methinks. Line of sight if the fence hedge wall is one of the 6. Yeah, it's not. So it doesn't matter. So do we want to shoot with this guy up into here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can. He would shoot him for 5. Minus 1 is 4. Is that worth it at the moment? And I would say no. So we're going to get rid of the recover and the command confusion that we just got, because we are sitting there fat, dumb, and happy. The one thing I forgot to do, was to give the Germans the 10 victory points for Objective 5. Righto. Russians have 4 fires and a piece of rubbish. Again. So we're going to get rid of 1 fire order and the artillery request and get 2 newbies. Germans, 2 fires, a recover, a fire, and a move. Okay. Righto, so the first thing they're going to do is move. And what we're going to do is we're going to move Corporal Winkler here at the moment with his mate. And they are going to go 2. And then they're going to go 4. Like that. Okay. Is that what they really wanted to do? No, those go 2 to there. So then they're covering here. He's covering there and he's still in control. Okay, and the last thing they're going to do then is they are going to fire. This rifle is going to fire for 5, minus 1 for this hindrance here. I'm sure it's -1. It is. So 4 up into there. +4 is 8. It's stunning amount of firepower. And he's sitting there for 10. And he's fine. But that was just a way of getting rid of a card without throwing it away. So 2 cards for the Germans. And the Russians have picked up, with their 3 fire cards, a rout and an advance. Okay, we are going to advance with Corporal Krylov here. So this rifle is going to advance into there. And now the Russians have control of objective 4. And these ones are going to come down here. So we still have a move of 3, and they're going to go a 1, a 1, a 2, a 3 to there. Like that. So what we're starting to do is envelop these people. Right, so that was the... Oh, sorry, they're advancing, dickhead, not moving. So he advanced to there, and they advance to there. Let's get this right. So, yes, and we are starting to envelop them, but that's as far as we could go. Wow. And that's that. We get 1 card for the Russians. We're back to the Germans, who've picked up a move and an advance. Okay, what do they want to do? Da, 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 da. Okay. What do they want to do? Do they want to move? And the answer at the moment is I don't really know. Yeah, I think we need to. Okay, so we are going to move. And what we're going to do is start to put a bit of pressure up here. So Corporal Winkler is being activated with his troopies here. He is going to move by going 2, 4 to there. And this guy is going to go 2. Where does he want to go? No, he's going to come down here. He's going to go 2, 4 to there. Is good. And that's all they want to do. They get a card back. We'll do the Russians' turn. They've got 3 fires, a rout, and more rubbish. So they're going to get rid of the 2 lots of rubbish and get 2 cards. And we will stop there. I think that's long enough for the first vid. And we'll come back with the Germans' turn. So, not a great deal happening. But okay, they're both recon forces, so they are taking it slow, trying to feel each other out and not get killed. Which, hey, I can stay with that. I'm quite happy. Rightio. Thank you again, and I hope you're enjoying. Bye for now.